Okay, here's another interesting thing that I ran across. Those of us that use the Cometic valve cover gaskets, they're a really nice gasket. They're nice and thick. You can tighten the crap out of them. You don't have to worry about them splitting. They're actually 188 thick. The other gaskets that I measured are about 125, so they're definitely thicker. These gaskets normally will need to be clearance for push rods. And the edges on this one here have been cut significantly because they overhang on the lip of this valve cover. So there's a lot of prep work involved in making these guys work. Another thing that you might watch out for, and I'm going to experiment with this, and it's my motor, so I'm going to try it, is they say these valve covers don't work on GM1 Performance heads. Well, I've marked them, and I don't have any transfer inside the head, and because inside the cover, and since these are about 50 to 60 thousandths thicker than a stock gasket, I'm thinking it's going to fly. I also haven't seen any marks up on the top there from the adjusters, and I've rotated the engine several times. So this one here fits really nice. Fits good and tight. And you can see I've massaged it, and I've massaged it quite a bit. It's a lot of extra work. And again, I'm not sure I would do this on a regular basis. But I happen to like these valve cover gaskets a lot. I also happen to like these valve covers. They're pretty. And then it happens to be a personal project. So I think I'm going to run it and see what happens. Alternatively, you could double stack gaskets, which I'm never a fan of, but people do. Or you could run the valve cover spacers that RJC sells, like I've done over here on the stock type valve covers. And these seal up very well. Very well if you just put RTV in there and a blue gasket. So, we will see. I will have to clearance the one on the right to fit the other valve cover, but this one's good. And I'm just going to take a light smear of ultra gray. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going to tighten it up, and I'm going to tighten the crap out of those bolts over there and just let it set up. It's going to set for several weeks, probably a month or two before it gets in that car. We'll see. And at some point, I will pull it back off and see if it's making a mark. And if it's making a mark, we'll make a valve cover change, unfortunately.